So, dear students, today I am going to explain the business statistics 2, the complete business statistics 2 subjects related videos I am going to upload. So please subscribe my channel Anu Computer Education. So I am going to explain the concepts whatever I am explaining in my channel, so that those questions I am also explaining in Hindi and Telugu. And so total 5 units are there in business statistics, and unit 1 is regression analysis or regression equations. So what are the questions I'm giving? Just practice these questions. You can do any problem. In that much of guarantee I can give you. So what are the models? So I'm going to create some models. So try to practice or try to concentrate on those models. So please subscribe my channel Anu Computer Education. So please keep the pen and paper with you and calculator. So along with me you need to solve the problem. So you'll be getting the clarity what I'm doing. So the first video is business statistics. So the next class, next all subjects videos are already uploaded, so can make use of those videos. So the today just I'm explaining the first question of business statistics. So now model number 1 question I'm going to explain today. So why I'm saying model, because what are the models I created, just if you practice this model, so you can do any problem. So like I created 3 to 4 models in regression analysis to understand the question. So that okay, so what is asking for the following data, obtain the 2 regression equations and calculate the correlation coefficient and calculate the y value when x equal to 6.2. So total we have to do 3 things in this question. So one, we have to find out the regression equations x on y and y on x. After calculating the regression equations, so next step we need to find out what correlation coefficient R we have to find out. Okay, so now again we have to calculate the when the x equal to 6.2, what is the value of y. So listen carefully. So everything I'm going to explain in detail, so no need to worry. So just I'm taking the pen option now. So now I'm going to write the solution. So please understand what I'm explaining. First, what we need to write here, what is asking regression equation. So regression equations I'm going to do now. You write here, we know that, okay. So what is the regression equation? So we know that regression equation of x on y is, this is x on y, okay, this is x on y, is, you know, formula x minus x bar is equal to bxy into y minus y bar. So this is a regression equation you need to remember. So what is bxy? This is x bar, you know. So you write here where x bar is nothing but mean of x values. So that can be evaluated like this, summation x by n. So you know what is n? N means number of observations which are given in the problem. So count it now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So n is nothing but 9. Okay. Now y bar is nothing but sum of all the y values divided by number of values. Okay. So this we need to do it now. So next, what is bxy? So the terminology you need to understand. What is bxy? So bxy can be calculated in many ways. So here I am going to use the formula. So this is also called as regression coefficient of x on y. Okay, bxy is also called as, what is this? This is also called as regression. So remember the terms here, regression coefficient of x on y. So దీన్ని regression coefficient of x on y అంటారు. Okay, దీని ఫార్ములా వచ్చి, so what is that formula? n into summation dx into summation dy minus summation dx into summation dy, okay, and whole divided by. So I will tell you the logic how to remember. ఇది ఎలా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలో నేను లాజిక్ చెప్తాను, అబ్జర్వ్ చేయండి. సో now n into summation dy square minus summation dy whole square. So remember what we written here, bxy you written na. So x should be coming in numerator and the y should come in denominator. Remember that? So that is the reason x. So n into dx into dy. So this is different and this is different, this is different and this is different. This is dx and dy, both we have to multiply. After that we have to do the sum of this column. So here individual dx total and individual dy total we have to do, and that totals we have to write, and after that we have to multiply. So dy square nothing but, so this is the formula you need to remember. So whenever you are writing the formula, just make the formula in one boxes. So these are the things you need to follow while writing the problem. So this is a regression equation of x and y, and this also you make it in one box. Okay, so the presentation is very very important in exam. So this is bxy is nothing but a regression coefficient. No need to write, just to remember the term. Okay, b regression coefficient is nothing but regression coefficient of x on y. So y on x is also there, that will be coming in the next equation. Okay, so note it down, these all formulas. So now next, as per the formula, what are the things which are given? So everything we have to evaluate it. Okay, so the next, I'm going to the next slide. So here I'm going to draw one table. So in this table, what are the values which are asking, that everything I'm going to calculate. So what is given? X values are given and y values are given. So tell me the values of x. 2, next 4, 6, 8, okay, 10, 12, 14, 16 and 18. So no need to go into any tuition or anything. So just watch my videos and you can learn the complete subject I'm saying. So no need to go to any tuition or anything. So just by sitting at home you can learn everything now. Okay, ఇంట్లో కూర్చొని నేర్చుకోవచ్చు మొత్తం. So 16, next to 20, 24, okay, next to 22, and next one is 26, and the next one is 28, and next one is 32, and the next 30. So these are the values which are given in the problem. ఇది క్వశ్చన్ లో ఇచ్చిన values, నేను ఏం చేయలేదు. So क्वेश्चन లో ఇచ్చే values as it is రాశాను. So जो क्वेश्चन में दिया वो values as it is लिखा मैं. Okay, I written only the values which are given in the problem. So just I'm making the table. So please understand, my handwriting may not be good, just understand. So okay, now as per the formula, you know, just now we did written a dx. So just I said before, you copy the formula. So copy formula is should be kept in front of you. So by seeing the formula, I'm doing everything now. As per the formula, what is required? Dx is required. So how to calculate dx? So come to the before slide. So now you'll get a doubt here, sir. In question they are given x and y, so but one formula you written dx and dy. So you need to write here one important thing here, where dx can be calculated by using x minus a, and dy can be calculated by using y minus a. Sir, what is a? A is nothing but assumed value. So I am going to assume one value. So what is that assumed value? That I am going to show you in my next slide. So when I am going to the next slide, so here what I will do, what I need to write here? So here I will write x minus a. So what is the next column I am going to do now? What I am going to do in the next column? dy is equal to y minus a. So these are the two columns I need to calculate. So how I am going to calculate the dx and dy, I am going to explain. So given problem, how many number of observations are given? 9. Okay, count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 are given. So you take any middle numbers. Okay, middle number or even number of values are given. మధ్యలో ఈవెన్ నెంబర్ ఇచ్చినప్పుడు మధ్యలో ఏ రెండిట్లోనైనా ఫస్ట్ వన్ అయినా సెకండ్ వన్ అయినా తీసుకోవచ్చు. లేదంటే ఆడ్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ వాల్యూస్ ఇచ్చినప్పుడు మధ్యలో ఏదైతే నంబర్ ఉందో దాన్ని మాత్రం మనం ఏ అని తీసుకోవాలి. సో నా ఐమ్ సెలెక్టింగ్ దిస్ యాజ్ ఏ. సో యూ కెన్ టేక్ ఎనీ వాల్యూ. యాక్చువల్లీ మీరు ఏది తీసుకున్నా వస్తుంది, కానీ బెటర్ టు టేక్ ద మిడిల్ వాల్యూ. సో you'll get a perfect answer. So the calculation part will become little bit easier. So that is the reason I have selected the middle value. So you got a clarity now how to choose this a from dx and x and y. So if you count the number of observations, if the number of observations are odd, you select the middle one. If the number of observations are even, you select any middle to any number, you can select it. Okay, that means suppose 10 number of observations are there, so you can select 5 or 6. It is yours choice. Okay, so now what I will do now, so what is the formula written? Dx is equal to x minus a written. So x minus a, x means what? This value, 2 minus 10. So how much you'll get here? Minus 8. Okay, so next 4 minus 10. So you'll get here minus 6. Next 6 minus 10, you'll get minus 4. Next 8 minus 10, so you'll get here minus 2. So you'll get here 0, and here you'll get plus 2. So directly I'm doing now because 12 12 minus 12 minus 10 is equal to plus 2, and next 14 minus 10 is equal to 4, next 16 minus 10 is equal to 6. So you remember whatever the values you are getting, positive values or negative values are, you need to observe it and write it. So if you do at least one mistake, if negative or positive you write, the whole answer will become wrong. మీరు చేసేటప్పుడు చాలా జాగ్రత్తగా చేయాలి. నెగిటివ్ వస్తుందా పాజిటివ్ వస్తుందా కరెక్ట్ చూసుకొని రాయండి. నెక్స్ట్ ఏంటి ఇక్కడ 18 లో నుంచి 18 minus 10, so you'll get answer 8. So you got a clarity now how to calculate the dx. So now after calculating the dx, so do the total of dx column. So why? Because dx total అనేది important గా మనకు. So once you add this dx total, so minus 8 plus 8 minus 6 plus 6 plus 4, so everything is becoming cancelled, so answer is 0 for dx column. So similarly we need to calculate mean also na, mean కూడా calculate చేయాలి కదా. mean కావాలంటే summation x కావాలి, summation y total also we required. So do the total of both the concepts, రెండిటికి total చేసిన दोनों का total करो. So now if I do the total, you'll get a 90 for this value. If you do the total for this column, you'll get a 216. So I am doing simultaneously with my calculator. So these are the values which you are getting. So similarly we need to find out the value of dy minus a. So 18 minus 24. So here 18, now directly I am writing here. 18 minus 24 is nothing but here minus 4 you will get. And next to 16 minus 16 minus daddy sound target daddy sound target. So now the next value will be minus 4 minus 6 minus 2 and 0. So what I am doing, 24 minus 22, okay, sorry, what I need to do, yes, 18 minus 22 is nothing but minus 4, and 16 this will become minus 6, and 20 this will become minus 2, and this will become plus 2, this will become plus 2, and this is 0, and 6 minus 22 is nothing but plus 4, and 28 minus 22 is nothing but 6 plus 6 you will get, and 32 minus this one you will get plus 10 you will get, and 30 minus 22 is nothing but you will get plus 8. So do the total of dy. So what is the total of dy you are getting here? So you may get what is the total, just do the total. Now you will get answer 18. So these are the things you are getting. So now as per the formula, what is required? Dx into dy we have to do. So both the columns whatever you did, now that we have to multiply dx and individual dx and dy is enough, that both we have to multiply. So it means what? Minus into minus plus, 8 4 ja 32, okay. Next 6 6 ja 36, minus into minus plus 36, this is plus 36 because here minus sign is there, okay. Minus into minus plus, 4 2 ja 8 and 2 2 ja 4, but minus is there, so minus 4 you write here, and here answer 0 into 0 0, and 2 into 4 8, and 6 4 ja 24, and 6 10 ja 60, and the next 8 8 ja 64. So all these values are written. Now do the total of dx dy, okay. So now dx dy total if you do, you'll get an answer. So just to do the total, I am also doing the total with my calculator. So please you also do the total, same thing. 228 you are getting. So I am getting here 228, okay. So this is the total I am getting. So similarly what you need to do the as per the formula, what is it, because we have to calculate both the regression equations now. So we need dx square is also required, okay, and dy square is also required. So both, because I'm going to calculate both the regression equations, so we have to calculate both the columns now. So this is the final table. So dx square means what are the values we are getting here. So they have to do the square. 8 square means negative will become positive when you do the square ni negative value ni square చేసినప్పుడు మీకు ఆన్సర్ పాజిటివ్ వస్తుంది. 8 square is nothing but 64, and 6 square is nothing but how much? 36, and 4 square is nothing but 16, and 2 square is nothing but 4, and 0 square is nothing but 0, and 2 square is nothing but 4, and 4 square is nothing but 16, and 6 square is nothing but 36, and 8 square is nothing but 64, okay. So after writing all these values, and do the total of dx square also. So now if you do the total for dx square, you will get 240, you will get this answer. So similarly you do the square for dy square. 4 square 16, 6 square 36, so I'm doing 2 square 4 negative, so you know when you do the square ni negative number ni square చేసినప్పుడు పాజిటివ్ అయిపోతుంది. 2 square 4, 0 square 0, and 4 square 16, and 6 square 36, and 10 square 100, and 8 square 64. So do the total of dy square total. So once you do the total of dy square, so dy square 276. So just I'm giving one 10 seconds time. Please note down all the summation x total and summation y total, summation dx square total, and everything you note it now. Okay, so after that I'll go to the next slide. So these are the values you need to copy. So once you copy these values, so these values we have to replace in the formula. So what is the formula? Okay, what is the formula we have to take here? So what is the formula? Okay, bxy is equal to, what is the formula I written there? N into summation dx dy minus summation dx into summation dy divided by n into summation dy square minus n, this is summation dy whole square. This is different, and this is dy square answer. This is dy after doing the total of dy, then we have to do the square. ఇది రెండు డిఫరెంట్ అమ్మా. ఇది dy ని స్క్వేర్ చేసినాక వచ్చిన ఆన్సర్ ఇది dy మొత్తం టోటల్ చేసినాక వచ్చిన ఆన్సర్ కి స్క్వేర్ చేయాలి. సో దిస్ ఇస్ వాట్ దే నీడ్ టు రిమెంబర్. సో n is nothing but what? So total how many observations are given in the problem? 9 observations are given. So we have to write here n is nothing but number of observations. Here I am writing n is equal to number of observations. It means how many values which are given in the problem, that we have to write. So n is nothing but 9 na. How many values are given? n 9. Count it 9. So summation dx dy total. So already I did the total. So we are getting 228. Okay, 228. This is minus dx total. I'm getting 0, and dy total. So just I noted all those values. So that is the reason by writing these values. So after copying these values, okay. So 9 into dy square total. dy square total I'm getting 276. Okay, next dy is nothing but 18 square. So after that 9 into 228 you multiply, take the calculator and do this value, you'll get 2052 minus 0 into 18 0. So any number if you multiply it with 0 you'll get answer 0. Next 9 into 276, 9 into 276 if you do 2484. Okay, minus 18 square is nothing but 324. So after that you'll get here 2052 divided by, if you subtract this value you'll get 2160 you'll get. Okay, so if you divide you'll get this value 0.95. So this is the answer. So therefore you write here bxy, the regression coefficient of x and y is 0.95. So this is your answer you are getting. Please copy these values. Okay, just copy, note it down all these values. So next we have to calculate the x bar and y bar. So after that you will get the regression equation of x on y. Okay, so please note it down these values. So next I am going to the how to find out the summation mean values. Okay, now so what I'll do, x bar is equal to summation x by n, summation x total I'm getting what is the total I'm getting? 90 divided by 9. So you'll get a answer 10. So similarly y bar, you'll get y bar total I'm getting as 216 divided by 9. So this you'll get as 24. So x bar total you are having and y bar total you are having. So what do we need to do now? So we need to do what? Substitute these values in the regression equation. The regression okay equation, the regression equation of x on y is, you know what is the formula? X minus x bar into bxy into y minus y bar. So this is the formula already written, so no need to write the one more time formula, because that is in another side. Because of that I written the formula one more time here. ఇక్కడ మళ్ళీ రాయాల్సి వచ్చింది, అందుకే నువ్వు ఎగ్జామ్ మళ్ళీ రాసే అవసరం లేదు. x minus x bar 10. Next is equal to bxy total, how much you are getting? Before just now we divided now 0.95. This is a value 0.9. Next y minus y bar is nothing but 24. So here this is 10 and this is 24, that I replaced here. So x minus 10 is equal to, so this keep it in the bracket. So now it is like a into b minus c, a into b minus c. So when you are having like this, what you will do, a into b and plus into minus, and you will write a into c. So that I need to apply here, because 0.59 into y, so you will get 0.95y plus into minus 0.95 into this one, 0.95 into 24. So that I need to do, I written the formula y, how I did this calculation. So after that 0.95y, okay, minus this 0.95 into this, if you multiply this value, okay, how much you will get. So just do the total now. 0.95, this how much you will get here, this is 22.8, you will get 22.8. so this side what you value here. Okay, now move the 10 value from here to here. Now it will become x is equal to 0.95 y minus 22.8 is already there. So minus 10, when it is come to RHS side, it will become plus 10. So already LHS value, if you are moving to the RHS, if it is a positive value, if you are moving, it will become negative. If you are moving the negative value towards right side, it will become positive value. So you move just a value negative. If now minus 10 is there, if I am moving towards right side, it will become plus 10. So therefore answer you will get x is equal to 0.95 y, okay, minus 10.8. So this is a regression equation of, so 10 or 12 na? Yes, it's 12. 22.8 minus 10 is 12. So this is the regression equation of x on y answer. Okay. Similarly, we need to calculate the regression equation of y on x. Please note it down these values. So the next I am going to the concept of regression equation of y on x. So first again I am writing. So please watch this video and you can learn the concept. So regression equation of y on x I am doing now. Before one I did x on y, y on x is, what is the formula? So when I am writing y first, y minus 5 bar you have to write. Okay, so x if you are writing second, that should be go to the RHS side. So byx we have to write, byx, before one is bxy, because if the x first comes now, then bxy will come. If y will first comes, then you write byx. So next you write x minus x bar. So this is a thing you need to remember. So already what is byx. Byx is nothing but regression. So just remember, no need to write in exam. So I am giving regression coefficient. So because in question they will give you sometimes this words, so that is the reason I am giving these things. Question lo kosa regression coefficients అంటారు, అది ఏందనేది మీకు ముందే క్లారిటీ ఇచ్చేస్తున్నాను. ఓకే, byx is equal to regression coefficient అంటారు. ఓకే, coefficient of which one, y on x. So this is remember, that is before one is x on y. Okay, so x bar and y bar already you calculated, no need to do anything, just you replace those values. But only what we have to do now, so you have to write only how to calculate byx formula we need to write. So before you written the same formula, you copy it now, dx and dy minus summation dx into summation dy. So numerator is common for x on y and y on x. The denominator will come because the second denominator x is coming in the denominator. So you write here n into summation dx square minus summation dx whole square. So sir, why you are writing dx in the before formula is y on x, x on y, now it is y on x. So whichever the letter will come second, that should be goes to the denominator. Okay, now no need to calculate all the values. So already we have calculated these values. So I am replacing all those values from the table. Yx is equal to, so n is nothing but 9. So dx dy total already we have did for the before problem, 228 minus dx answer you are getting what, 0, and dy answer you are getting 18, and the next one is 9 into, so dx this you are getting 240. Okay, this is 240 you are getting, and minus, okay, dx square is nothing but 0 square. So if you divide 9 into 228, if you do, you get 2052 divided by 2052, this is 2052 divided by, and if you subtract 9 into this one, minus 0 because 0 into 18 is 0. Next to 9 into 240, if you multiply, you'll get 2160 minus 0. So you know already, so you'll get 2052, okay, divided by 2160. Okay, now if you divide these two numbers, here also are getting 0.95 sometimes. So don't think that, sir, byx and bxy, so both in this problem both are getting same value. Sometimes both will get different values. So don't think that ఫస్ట్ దానికి bxyకి వచ్చిన వాల్యూ సెకండ్ దానికి కూడా రావాలని కాదు, ఇచ్చిన క్వశ్చన్ని బట్టి డిపెండ్ ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, ఇంతకుముందు దానికి సేమ్ వచ్చింది, ఇప్పుడు ఇంతకుముందు దానికి కూడా 0.95, ఇప్పుడు మళ్ళీ 0.95. సో బోత్ ద ఈక్వేషన్స్ ఆర్ గెటింగ్ ద సేమ్ వాల్యూ. ఓకే, రిగ్రెషన్ కోఎఫిషియన్స్. ఓకే, so it may not be same for all the problem. Okay, so after getting all these values, we have to substitute these values in the formula. So y minus y bar, so you know y minus y bar, just now what we did, y minus y bar is 24 is equal to 0.95. okay, I'm replacing all these values in this formula. So next x minus x bar, just now we calculate x bar now 10, so now you multiply 0.95, you know already I said a into b, so this into this we have to multiply, a into x minus plus into minus 0.95 into 10, so it will become 0.95x minus this will become 9.5. So this side you are having y minus 24. So now what you will need to do now, y is equal to, if I move this 24 to this side, it will become plus 24. So 0.95x minus 9.5. so the minus 24, if it is coming into here, it will become plus 24. So therefore y is equal to 0.95. okay, x, now it will become plus value, you will get here, you will get 14 point, okay, 14 points, sorry, this is 9.5, so 14.5, answer is 14.5. so this is your answer. Which equation this is? Regression equation of, so wherever you return the formulas, you make it in one box. So this is also a formula, and we make it, this formula is also in the box. So this is your final answer. So this is which equation? Regression equation of y on x. So before one you did x on y, now you did y on x. So once after doing this problem, so in the next, coming to the question now, just once come to the question. So what is given in the question? From the following data obtain two regression equations. Yes, we did x on y equation and y on x. Okay, after that what we have to do now? Calculate the correlation coefficient. So this is one more formula you need to remember. So after this I need to write down the formula. So what is asking? Okay, so that we have to write. So what we have, whatever right here, we know that, okay, what is the formula? Correlation, what is asking the question? Correlation coefficient, or coefficient of correlation also can say, both are same. This can be represented with the letter r. So to calculate this, you need to have a formula. ఇది క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయడానికి మీకు ఫార్ములా ఉంది, bxy into byx. so multiply, so these are, here you need to follow the two things now. Listen, if bxy and byx, if both are positive, if it is positive and if it is also positive, if both are positive, then r also positive. Okay, so remember these points while doing the problem. Next, if bxy is negative and byx is also negative, then r is also negative. Sir, if I am getting bxy is positive and byx is negative, so this cannot be happened, so this is wrong. So if the both the regression coefficients, which sign is there, the r should contain same sign. If two regression equations you are getting two different signs, so then we cannot decide the sign of r. So this is the important point to remember. గుర్తుంది కదా, రెండు రిగ్రెషన్ కోఎఫిషియంట్ కి సంబంధించిన సైన్ అనేది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. రెండు పాజిటివ్ వస్తే ఆర్ కూడా పాజిటివ్ రాయాలి. సో ఓకే, నో దిస్ ఇస్ ఓకే, ఆర్ పాజిటివ్, ఇఫ్ బోత్ ఆర్ నెగటివ్, సో ఆర్ ఆల్సో నెగటివ్, బట్ ఇఫ్ వన్ ఈస్ పాజిటివ్, వన్ ఈస్ రాంగ్, దట్ ఈస్ రాంగ్. ఓకే, సో నౌ జస్ట్ నౌ we calculated here. So what I written here, bxy total you are getting 0.95. okay, and into this also you are getting 0.95. I said before only, So sometimes both may same, sometimes both may not be same, so it depending upon the problem. So what you will get here 0.95 into 0.95 ఇది గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవడం మళ్ళీ అన్నిటికి రెండింటికి సేమ్ రావు ఈ ప్రాబ్లంకి రెండు సేమ్ వచ్చినాయి కాబట్టి ఈజీ అయిపోయింది 0.95 square and root get cancel మీకు ఇది if it is not cancelled what you have to do, you have to multiply both the values and after that apply the root, so you'll get a final answer. So therefore this is regression coefficient of R. So this is very very important. So now comes to the question again. So total 3 things is asking in the question. So already we did 2 things. So 2 regression equations we have already done, and the next engage is now correlation coefficient R. So next one important question is given, what is the value of y when x equal to 6.2? It is very very important question I am saying in your final exam. Definitely will get this question in for 12 marks. Okay, so now next I am explaining next y when a y. So go to the slide. So what is asking, so remember now what is asking, when x is equal to 6.2 and okay, y is equal to how much? So this is a ఈ స్టేట్మెంట్ అడుగుతుంది క్వశ్చన్లో x వాల్యూ 6.2 అయినప్పుడు y వాల్యూ ఎంత అని అడుగుతుంది. तो समझ में आना. So x value 6.2 दिया तो y value how much? So that we have to calculate. Now you tell me, so to find out the value of y, so which equation we have to use? You know 2 equations are there. One is x on y equation is there and y on x is equal to is there. Now you tell me which value you know and which value you can find. So that is very very important. You know the value of x but you don't know value of y. So we need to use this equation because so x value is known, y here we are determining. So they will give you y, they will give you y value, then what is asking x value, then in that case we have to use this equation. So you got a clarity now. So which equation we have to use here? Y on x, because y value we are finding using x value. So that is what we need to understand. Y value we are finding by using x value, x value we are finding by using y value. So that case, so in the given problem y value is given, x value is given, that you need to determine. So after determining this you do the problem. So now I will write y on x equation. So y I am writing y on x. So before I did equation I am writing y is equal to 0.95 x okay plus 14 point okay 14 point how much you are getting here, 14.5. this is a value I am getting. So I am substituting the values now. 0.95 into in place of x what I am to replace? I am to replace the value of 6.2 plus 14.5. So this will become 0.95 into 14.6. How much you'll get? 0.95 into 14.6. How much? So you do the calculation now. You'll get 5.89. You'll get this is 5.89 plus 14.5. So y. So y is equal to if you add both the values you'll get 20.39. So it means when the value of x equal to 6.2, the value of y will become 20.39. So this is the problem. So with this we completed the problem. Please subscribe my channel Anu Computer Education. So the next I am going to explain, the next video I am going to explain the next model. So that is model 2 problem I have explained. So what are the models? So no need to do the 10 problems, do less problems and understand the complete concept. So that is my main intention of my YouTube channel Anu Computer Education. Okay, so the next video will be model 2.